Good morning, beautiful people. Day 35 on the Pacific Crest Trail. I'm coming close to mile 600. Not too far away, actually. About halfway through my day do I hit 600, so that's pretty cool. Oh, hear that bird? It's a loud bird. Oh, it just flew away. You get these feelings of like mundane, the monotony of walking. Yeah, we go through all this different scenery, we have different experiences, but at the end of the day, it's just walking up north. And of course, due to that monotony, you kind of end up, working through some inner demons and things that bog you down in normal life. That's kind of the reason why I'm coming out here and doing this, is just to move past some of the things that I'm afflicted with naturally. And I don't know. I hope, I think I began to change as a person, but then I don't know. Not really sure what to think of it. Maybe I am coming in with this too many high hopes instead of just walking forth and seeing what happens. Maybe I gotta relinquish that control and just all I focus on is just moving forward. Because as of late, I've been kind of, feeling bummed ever since Hikertown, actually. Leaving Hikertown and walking the aqueduct and having to do that by myself because of an error on my part. I finally got new insoles for my shoes, and I've just been able to do it no problem. So I know that if I had my insoles during the aqueduct, I would not be feeling the way I do now. Because Hikertown is just a stop, so everybody gets there. So everybody that you've been bouncing back and forth, if you don't match pace with them, they're gone. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. Still trying to recoup from the aqueduct crap. And, my joints are tired because of it. And I'm just trying to keep moving forward. But hopefully I'll catch up soon. Hopefully we'll all get to Kennedy Meadows at around the same time. I would love to see them. But anyway, just cruising alone on the PCT today. Wow, that's really pretty. Across the way you can see that the mountain is red, like down the middle. Focus, come on, there you go. And then we got the wind turbines all over this valley. It's really, really windy over here. Not right this spot, but it is crazy how the terrain changes so fast out here. It's fascinating. It's beautiful. We were literally walking through the desert with not very much shade, and then we come into these pines, which I love pine trees. They smell so good. That's my favorite scent. It's pine. That's my cozy scent. That's what I do when I'm depressed, is I smell that. Oh, it makes me feel better. So you can understand how wonderful it is to be out here at this very second. It's cool. But anyway, when I get down to the water source, I'll check in with you later. I nearly walked past it, but mile 600, yay, heck yeah, man, that's awesome. I'm a 600er. Now I just gotta do this 2,050 more miles. But hey, we're getting there. We're getting there. Heck yeah.
Good morning, folks. I think it's day 36, 37. I can't really remember. Woke up super late. It's about 8:30. I still have yet to break camp. Just hanging out. Ate some breakfast. I don't have a lot of breakfast, or I don't have a lot of food to last me until Kennedy Meadows, I don't think. I've heard some people say that they're just gonna try to go hungry the last day and just make it into Kennedy Meadows, but I mean, what's the rush to get into Kennedy Meadows? Come on, like, seriously. So I'm just, I think I'm gonna try to resupply at Ridgecrest or one of the other towns that are around there, because there's like 5 all around that area. But they're a ways out. The farthest one is 35 minutes away, and then that just, eats up the cash because you have to donate and stuff, which I don't mind donating gas and stuff, but that's why hitching is helpful, because then you could just stick out your thumb in the direction that they're going and then hope for the best. So we'll see how that goes. I'm really, really tired. Like, I turned off my alarm this morning, and usually it's a consistent alarm, so it'll go on and off every like 20 minutes or something. And so I usually just snooze it over and over and over again until I eventually wake up. But today I turned it off at like 4:30, 5 o'clock. And I just woke up at like 8. I was like, holy shit, I really needed to sleep, I guess. So I might just try to take a 0 in Kennedy Meadows. I think they have a campground there, so I could just camp in my tent and sleep all day, and really just give my body time to recoup, because I haven't had a day off since day 10. And so, well, day 11, I guess you could say. Yeah, man, I've been gone for like 15 days straight. And so I think it would be helpful to sleep and not have to wake up super early, or early in general. I could wake up at like 10 or 11 and then go to bed at a decent time. Plus, I have a lot of videos to do. I'm trying to keep up on my blog. That's the easiest thing I can do. But the videos, editing them are kind of tough. But yeah, and I just have plans. I have plans, and I have things I want to do, and I want to keep up with the people, and I want to, but I think, just to keep everything sane and like relatively going, I think I have to just chill out and mosey my way into Kennedy Meadows instead of rush it like I did to Tehachapi. Because theoretically, Tehachapi should have taken me a day or two to get there. But it didn't really feel like it took that long. So, and I have about, if I go 23.5 miles a day for the next 4 days, I'll make it into Kennedy Meadows. But it'll theoretically take me another 5 days, which is fine, because I think that averages out to what they suggest to have in food. But again, I have my bear cans, so I'm not like, I'm limited on space. I just gotta find like super high. I'll probably just get like boba bars or something, or like they have these cookies, Lenny and Larry's cookies, that I've been eating, and they're like 490 calories per cookie, which is amazing. So I think I'll just try to find those at like Walmart or something and just buy a bunch of those and survive off of those, because those really do help fill me up. It's the calories, man. It's not what I'm eating. It's the calories behind it that really matters. So I think my diet's changing a little bit. The food that I've been consistently eating is not enough. I will say that. People have already started to go out motorbiking, which is cool. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna just try to get started here. It's almost 9 o'clock, and I got roughly 20-ish miles to do today, so I'll be walking well into the night probably, depending on my breaks and depending on the water sources too, because if there's not a lot of water sources, then I have a huge carry, which uphill huge carries are tough. But if I have like a decent enough space, I think the next water source is like 7 miles away, so I can get away with 2 liters of water. And that's the name of the game of through hiking. You just learn stuff and you just hope for the best. But anyway, love you. It's pretty windy this morning, but that's a Joshua tree, I'm pretty sure. So pretty. As I'm sitting here under this Joshua tree, I ate some lunch, smoked a little bit. And you know, I feel like this was a perfect spot to talk about the trail angels that I experienced in Tehachapi. I was not expecting that to happen. But I'm coming out of the mountain, the Tehachapi Mountains, going into Highway 58. And I keep hearing everybody talk about how there's a road like 9 miles back before Highway 58 overpass. That it's easier to hitch from and da-da-da-da-da. And so I start doing research and I look up and I'm like, okay, maybe I can make it to Tehachapi today. And then I slightly go in and out of service that whole day. So I'm like scouring the Tehachapi Facebook groups. I put out there asking if I could just pitch my tent, you know, and then scrolling down, I found this couple who was just wanting to start doing trail angel work and just accept hikers for exactly what I was looking for. And so I reached out to them, and turns out that they have way more than what I'm looking for. It's incredible. They were so generous. They were so gracious. Their hospitality was insane. It was nice because I like the comfiest bed I'd slept on. I got a shower, got laundry done. They even took me to Winco, which was really cool. Over in Lancaster. Yeah, I'm a little bit farther back at that point, but it was nice to like go get some cheap goods. And you know, I got a pizza, packed half of it out, and you know, it was nice to sit there and chat and talk to them and explain to them like what's going on out here and like what we're doing, because they didn't realize that the PCT was like right in their backyard. Kind of like how I felt at home, right? And so they were super awesome, and I just wanted to take a moment to reflect on that, because that was like the coolest thing that I'd ever experienced. Yeah. I am very thankful for you, Nay and Julie. You guys are really cool. I hope you guys can see more hikers in the future, and they can experience your home in the way that I did. Thank you.